Hello everyone. 50,000 naira for an akara business. Is it a practical empowerment or is it misleading of Nigeria's economic reality? The recent remarks by Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, that a grant of 50,000 naira could help Nigerians start small businesses such as frying akara, roasting corn, or producing kulikuli have generated widespread debate. While some defended the statement as encouraging entrepreneurship, many Nigerians reacted with ridicule and criticism, arguing that it reflects a disconnect between the realities of doing business in today's economy. This debate deserves a careful economic analysis rather than an emotional reaction. What exactly was the First Lady saying? The First Lady was explaining that the Renewed Hope initiative provides grants rather than loans to vulnerable Nigerians and cited akara, roasted corn and kulikuli businesses as examples of ventures that require relatively little capital. The intention was to illustrate that even small grants can help people begin income-generating activities. The controversy, therefore, is not simply about akara. It is about whether 50,000 naira is a realistic amount for business empowerment in Nigeria today. So, the question comes, can 50,000 naira start an akara business? The answer is yes, but with significant limitations. An akara business is one of the least capital-intensive food businesses in Nigeria. A basic roadside operation requires cooking stove or charcoal stove, frying pan, bowl and utensils, beans, palm oil or vegetable oil, pepper, onions and seasoning, firewood, charcoal or gas, packaging materials, a table or stand. Someone who already owns some of these items or operates from home could, in principle, begin with 50,000 naira. However, there is a crucial distinction between starting and running a business. Starting means making the first batch. Running means maintaining stock, replacing cooking oil, covering transportation, absorbing price increases, and surviving slow sales. These are very different financial realities. Is 50,000 naira enough in today's Nigeria? This depends on the objective. If the objective is, I want to fry akara tomorrow morning, then yes, 50,000 naira can probably purchase enough input for an initial production cycle in many locations. If the objective is, I want to establish a sustainable small business, then 50,000 naira is unlikely to be sufficient. Today's business environment includes rising food prices, high transportation costs, expensive cooking fuel, inflation, equipment replacement, daily working capital needs. A business cannot survive on startup capital alone. Working capital determines whether it remains operational after the first few days. Is akara business actually profitable? Surprisingly, yes. Akara remains one of Nigeria's most resilient informal businesses because demand exists every day. Raw materials are locally available. Products sell quickly. Cash flow is immediate. Unsold products are relatively limited when production is well managed. Many households have financed children's education and built modest wealth through food vending. This should not be dismissed. However, profitability depends on location, customer traffic, product quality, pricing, cost control, consistency. It is not automatic. Why then are Nigerians making jokes about it? The reaction is less about akara itself than about context. Several factors explain the backlash. Number one, expectations of national leadership. Many Nigerians expect discussions about economic empowerment from national leaders to focus on industrial development, manufacturing, technology, agriculture, job creation, access to finance, infrastructure. When attention is placed on roadside businesses, some perceive it as lowering national economic ambition. The criticism is therefore about the scale of the vision rather than the dignity of the work. Number 2, inflation has changed public perception. 3,000 naira carried considerably more purchasing power a few years ago. Today, inflation has significantly reduced what that amount can buy. Many Nigerians instinctively compare 50,000 naira not with the cost of starting an akara business, but with monthly rent, school fees, transportation, food expenses. Against those benchmarks, the amount appears small. Number 3, people want sustainable growth, not mere survival. Many critics argue that Nigeria should aim to create entrepreneurs who employ others, not merely self-employed individuals struggling to meet their daily needs. There is a difference between economic survival and economic transformation. Akara vending often belongs to the first category, which is economic survival. Number 4, the symbolism matters. Political communication is not judged only by factual accuracy. It is also judged by symbolism. Even if 50,000 naira can technically start an akara business, many interpreted the statement as suggesting that such businesses are an adequate response to widespread economic hardship. That interpretation fueled much of the criticism. Was the public reaction entirely fair? Not completely. Some online commentary appeared to dismiss small-scale businesses as unworthy. That overlooks an important reality. Many successful Nigerian entrepreneurs started as food vendors, traders, market women, hawkers, artisans. There is dignity in productive work. Just like they said, there is dignity in labor. And they also said the dignity of labor is the greatest of all dignities. The size of a business does not determine its legitimacy. However, it is equally valid for citizens to ask whether national economic policy should aspire to move people beyond subsistence enterprises. The bigger issue, what should empowerment mean? A distinction should be made between social assistance and economic empowerment. Social assistance. Social assistance, its objective is immediate relief. A few thousand naira grant may be appropriate for helping vulnerable households begin earning some income. And then economic empowerment. Its objective is building sustainable wealth. This requires far more than a one-time grant. Successful empowerment typically includes skills training, access to affordable credit, business mentoring, reliable electricity, good roads, stable economic policies, affordable inputs, access to markets. Without this, even well-intentioned grants often have only short-term effects. The real question Nigeria should be asking, the debate should not be reduced to whether akara is good or bad business. The more important questions are, can citizens access affordable financing to expand successful businesses? Can small businesses thrive or survive inflation? Can entrepreneurs operate without spending heavily on generators and transport? Can businesses grow from one person to employing 5, 10, or 20 workers? These structural issues determine whether entrepreneurship becomes a pathway out of poverty or merely a means of daily survival. I would like to conclude by saying that the First Lady's statement contains an element of economic truth. An akara business is indeed among the least capital-intensive enterprises in Nigeria, and 50,000 naira can be enough to begin at a very small scale. However, beginning a business is not the same as building a sustainable livelihood. The strong public reaction reflects broader concerns about inflation, declining purchasing power, and the expectation that national leaders should articulate strategies for long-term economic transformation rather than short-term subsistence. In the end, the debate is not really about akara. It is about the kind of economy Nigerians aspire to build. A healthy economy should make room for both the roadside akara seller and the entrepreneur who grows that modest venture into a business capable of employing others. Empowerment should therefore be measured not by how many people start businesses, but how many people are able to sustain, expand, and create opportunities for others in that particular business. So this is my view for now on this matter. I'm going to come back again and talk about other areas and give you the lowdown step-by-step guide to starting an akara business. Everything you need, finances, everything you will need. It is something, it's a wake-up call to every one of us. So if you $50,000 for an akara business, practical empowerment, or you see Nigeria's economic reality, these I've shown you in this video. Let me have your comment and question in the comment section below. I will come your way in the next one. My name remains Dr. Oluremi Tinubu, and I love you all. I love our First Lady too, and I love all Nigerians for their ingenuity and for all they do. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.